If you're expecting flashy effects, good video and audio editing, along with music in the background, I have none of that. Let's begin. Hi, my name is Ciro, and if you're looking to better yourself all around by gaining confidence, making peace with your past, you've come to the right place. In this video, I will be addressing the main obstacle on your path to growth, as well as a number of things you should be honest about. The first thing you should admit is admitting you're not happy. Whether it's because of lack of confidence, things you regretted in the past, or you're just sad and angry all the time. It's a pretty straightforward step, but one that is often ignored because people would rather lie to themselves than to deal with their personal issues. The second thing you should be honest about is realizing that a fancy car, being good looking, being rich, having a family, being in a relationship won't make you happy. I mean, having kids may bring you moments of joy, and being rich may make your life a whole lot less stressful, but you won't ever achieve inner peace. The third thing you need to be honest about is that you're not special. Let me explain. There are people who feel like they are victims and that the world is just against them. Instead of dealing with their issues, these people, these victims, would rather give themselves an excuse to feel miserable because they don't have the courage to face themselves. Get it in your head that you're not the only one going through what you're going through. There's plenty of people in the world that feel like crap. Or maybe it's a person who puts himself in an underdog role situation where it's them against the world. Once again, you're not that special. And then there's also those that are older and make the excuse that just because they're old, that they can never grow. It's never too late to grow. Otherwise, you'll end up in a midlife crisis, or worse, be miserable your whole life until the day you die. The next thing you need to accept is that the ego will be your main obstacle on your path to growth. When I say ego, most people think of a person that is full of themselves, a person who's arrogant, cocky, but it's a lot more than that. Let me explain. Let's take, for example, the first time you're giving a class presentation. So you're up in front of the whole class. What does your mind tell you? Your mind is telling you, get me out of this situation. I'm gonna embarrass myself. I feel uncomfortable. I just feel like crap. There is something in your head trying to protect you. What is it? Or let's take, for example, you just broke up from a long-term relationship. In society, we are told that if we go to a bar, have a couple of drinks, and go sleep with someone, that our sadness and heartbreak will just magically go away. Just like in the class presentation example, where you're in front of the class, there's something in your head trying to guide you away from these negative experiences. The thing that is trying to guide you away and protect you is the ego. It is a self-defense mechanism that tries its best to not make you uncomfortable, feel any pain, just in general not feel vulnerable. Can you imagine trying to explain to your kid how you coped with your heartbreak? Just do what I did. Go to a party, get drunk, go sleep with someone. You'll feel all better. Let me say this again. The main obstacle on your path to growth is the ego. It's constantly putting up barrier after barrier to not have you feel these negative feelings. And it's your job to remove all these obstacles. Positive words won't help you in this situation because some people live by positive affirmations. One of my favorite positive affirmations is, things get harder before they get easier. They do not. You're dealing with the ego. This is the thing that affects 7 billion people around the world from changing. And we know if it was so easy to change, the world would be at peace, right? Personally, I had to go from one harsh truth to the next. And the deeper I went, the more difficult it became. And it only makes sense because the things that really affected you, that traumatized you, are the things that will take more time and effort to get over. The ego did a really, really good job of trying to protect you. It put up lots of barriers, but it's not impossible. In the following video, I will go more into detail on how to remove those barriers and confront your ego. Stay tuned.